Hi, welcome to the very first episode of Game Shots. I'm Alex and I'm going to be your half-hour hero. I'm just going to play a PS1 game for half an hour. That's it. This week, I'm playing Ridge Racer. Ridge Racer, yeah! Oh no, wait, that was Sega Rally. So here we are, Ridge Racer on the PlayStation. This is one of the oldest games on the PlayStation. I remember it being out before I even got one. I got one in Christmas '96. So Ridge Racer! Yeah, this game's old. Let's have a look at... see what kind of options it's got. Okay, fastest laps. Right, okay. Oh, you can actually save and load, okay. Button config. Classic. What's this? Circle to accelerate. Are you mad? I need to remember, it's not circle to go back from menus anymore. It's triangle and square. That's what it always used to be. Music player, that's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, course. We've got beginner, mid-level, high-level, TT. That's it. That's it, 4 courses. Go on beginner to begin with. Car select, okay, so we got that, and this, and that. And that's it, 4 cars. 4 courses, 4 cars. And unless I'm missing something, that's the entire game. People paid £45 for this 20 years ago. Jesus, this wouldn't even qualify as a demo these days. Okay, so which car? I mean, there's this one. That one's got better handling and traction, but I did prefer the slidey cars on Ridge Racer games. I'll go for this one. Okay, so let's start. Let's get going. It's so weird pressing X to accelerate again. It's been so long since I played games on the PS1. Wheel spin. Okay, now I've got a confession to make. I never played the full version of Ridge Racer back in the day. I played the demo quite a bit, and I played the demo of Ridge Racer Revolution, but I never played the... In fact, thinking about it, I never played the full versions of Ridge Racer Revolution or Rage Racer back in the day. The only one I played... The only one I owned the full version of, oh crap, was Ridge Racer Type 4. Going for a power slide. No, that didn't work. Okay, let me try again. I believe you do it just like on Outrun. Or Outrun 2. There we go. Oh, that's weird. You have to... Oh, I remember now. If you do a drift, and when you come out of the drift, if your car isn't pointing perfectly straight... Look! Realistic physics. If your car isn't pointing perfectly straight, you lose a lot of momentum. Oh, it's just drive into a cliff and bounce 20 feet across the road. Just like real life. It's weird. I need to get used to the controls. I need to be able to pull off the drift first time every time. Okay, big corner coming up. No, no, no. Okay, it took 3 attempts to get that drift going, by which point it was too late because I'd done most of the corner. Okay, so if I press triangle... Ooh, bumper view. Jesus, that announcer sure is happy. Some people might prefer this view. I've always preferred views where you can see your car. Whoa, what? I wasn't finished with the drift, but the game thought I was. Man, these games look so... well, I'm not going to say they look bad now. They look their age. I mean, it doesn't feel like it was that long ago that I was playing on my PS1. Getting up at 7 AM on a Saturday morning, watching some Saturday morning cartoons, and then learning some Tekken combos on Tekken 2 and 3. Good times. But it's been almost 20 years. Well, I say that. I'd say 2001 was when I stopped playing. No, 2002 was when I stopped playing on my PS1 because I bought a PS2. So 2002. So maybe it's not quite 20 years. It's more like 15. Oh, I lost a bit of speed there, but not too much. And I've just noticed I'm in first place. Too busy talking. Is this the final lap, is it? Yeah! That guy's...
Great job! I got everything on camera, so you'll watch it later, huh? You're the greatest!
Okay, I don't mind... Okay, two things to mention. First of all, what the fuck is this music? And second of all, I don't mind an enthusiastic announcer, but when they start going, "You're the greatest," I start to think, you're taking the piss a little bit now, aren't you, mate? Skip the replay. Game over! That's it. 50 quid. Top ranking. Hooray, I didn't even place in the top. I'm going to switch up to this car. So I won that one. Let's try the next course. What's the difference? Oh, it's the same course, but the mid-level is just 3 laps. Yes, I'm all set! Calm down! It's not like it's a major racing game. Although, I guess back in the day it was. Look at the crowd. Awesome.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go, let's do this. Okay, 6 minutes in almost. If there's only 4 courses, I might be able to finish the entire game during this during this video. And that is insane. 3 laps to go. I must say, it does... Oh, the control leaves a lot to be... the helicopter flying around. I remember that. I remember seeing the helicopter flying around the track and going, wow. And you know, if there's anyone here that wasn't gaming until, you know, a more modern era, you have to understand that before this, I was playing on a Mega Drive. So I was playing things like Sonic and many others that I can't quite remember, Micro Machines, that sort of thing. So to all of a sudden go to a console that not only plays CDs, that was modern and next gen as it was, but not only does it play CDs, but it plays games with 3D graphics like this. I mean, they look like crap now, but back in the day, it was like, wow, you know, 3D graphics. It's incredible. And now looking back on it, it looks so bad, but you have to understand where we came from to understand how we were able to appreciate something that looked like this. As I was saying before I was distracted by the chopper, the controls. It doesn't seem to want to drift every time I tell it to. So I know how to. You have to let go of the accelerator, hit the brake, and then go back on the accelerator as you're turning. That's how you do the drift. But as you can see, it doesn't work every time. Like, I'm going to try it here. Oh, it worked that time? Excellent. Okay. And it is really annoying, the fact that if your car isn't dead straight when you finish the drift, you lose a lot of speed. That's annoying. Look! Crazy control! But overall, I'd say the control's decent. You know, X is go, square is stop. You don't really need to stop, you just... I mean, I could try and slow down for some corners instead of drifting around them, but that kind of defeats the point of Ridge Racer. Right, I'll try and slow down for this one. Whoa! Whoa! That actually probably would have worked out quite well if I'd not hit the wall twice. Losing all my places. Okay. I'm going to have to concentrate now because there's only 1 lap left and I've got half the field to go.
Okay, the final lap.
Hang in there! Never. The trick is to... Look how many... Oh, I'm going to hit someone here. Yep, there we go. See, the trick is to try and not hit anything, as obvious as that may seem, but on this game it's terrible. I mean, you hit a car, or you hit a wall, and you'll just bounce off it, like you're made of some sort of super bouncy ball material. And of course you lose all your speed, and they don't seem to lose any. Come on, drift, there we go, yep. I probably could have gotten around that one without braking, to be honest. Oh. Losing all my speed. Brake. Okay, I didn't want to drift that time, I just wanted to brake. Come on, keep drifting. Yeah, look at this, look at this. Haven't played the game. Ooh, I haven't played Ridge Racer for about 15 years. But that was a nice drift. But I'm in 4th now. This car is just too slow at accelerating. No, I'm not going to win. Damn. Can I do this without braking? I actually can. You can just take it flat out. Okay, it looks like third is going to be where I'm at. I'm not really a fan of that car. Yeah, this music, and I use that term loosely, it's awful. Only that piece so far. The rest of them, perfectly acceptable. Nope, I'm still not on the leaderboard. I'm driving the blue one. Fastest maximum speed. Let's go! Yeah, the music in general is pretty good. I mean, if you've ever played a Ridge Racer game, you know what to expect. It's all kind of the same music. Okay, maybe my mistake there is the needle's in the red line when I'm accelerating away. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what's causing the wheel spin and try and stop it. Okay, 3 feeling over. I think that's the name of the number and the name of the track. I think it's track 3, and it's called Feeling Over. Okay, well I was going to launch into an epic power slide there, but some fool got in my way. Okay, so when this car changes gear, the acceleration isn't great, but it should shine when it comes to a straight. Come on! What the? That was weird. I told it to drift right, and it started to drift left, and then crashed. Still in 10th, it's no good. Watch yourself! Okay, I tried twice to do a drift. Didn't work, but I gained a place, so it could have been worse. Yeah, maybe... Whoa! Went over that guy. Maybe I don't need to drift around every corner. I don't think I'll make it around this one without drifting, though. Can I do a full 360? Full 360! Oh, look at that. Oh, look how much speed I lost. Okay, I'm going to try and just not drift, because when you drift, unless you are an expert at this game, you will just... I mean, look, I'm down in 10th now. What the hell? I was up to, like, 7th or something? Okay. Well, alright. I failed this race. I'm going to try again, but I'm going to pick the bog standard car that you get. And I'm going to try and only drift when it's absolutely... Come on, keep it going, keep it going! Yeah! I'm going to try and drift when it's absolutely... I mean, look at that. It's ridiculous. I literally lost half my speed there. I was in 6th gear, and then when I came out of the drift, I was in 3rd gear. Maybe there's a knack to it. I don't know. It's not very intuitive. There's no tutorials or anything. They don't say this is how you drift. They're just like, these are the courses, these are the cars. Go, have fun. Oh god, this car is so slow unless you're on a long straight. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to win this one, so I'm going to... Okay, I'm going to try and not drift. Well, I didn't drift. I think I would have lost more speed had I drifted, so that... Even though I hit the barrier, that's kind of a win.
Okay, the final lap. Hang in there.
Okay, position 4th. I'm going to try and just slow down for this corner. Okay, that literally could not have gone more wrong. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to win this. That's weird as well. You press start to open up the start menu. Let me pick this car. You press start to open up the start menu, and then you obviously highlight your option with the D-pad, but then instead of pressing X, you have to press start again. Which is okay, but if you pause it, like this, you want to have your... You want X to be go, really, because then you can just press X and carry on. But no, you've got to hold X so that you don't lose any speed. Then reach over and press start, like this. Which means you'd better not pause it around when you're nearing a corner. Okay, so back in the classic Namco red car. I've got good acceleration, good handling. Top speed leaves a bit to be desired, but I should be able to get around more corners without drifting. That was weird. I actually came out of that drift with good speed. Come on. Ah, I didn't want to hit him. Come on. It's weird. The tracks are quite wide. Well, I'll say that. Yeah, the tracks. This one, the last one I've tried. Oh, look at that. What's going on? Halfway through a drift, and the game goes, "Oh, I'm going to stop the drift." Yeah. So I mean, the roads are 3 lanes wide, and they are wide. But as soon as you encounter another driver, they suddenly feel really narrow. Okay, I might be getting the hang of the drifting then, because I deliberately tried to not finish facing dead straight then. I wanted to finish slightly to the direction I was turning initially when I started the drift. So, I started drifting right, so I tried to finish facing just a little bit right. And I'll try it again here, just a little bit right. Yeah, see, there we go. I didn't lose half as much speed as I did in the other car. I mean, that might be just down to the car. This music reminds... Oh, this music reminds me of some of the classic Sonic games. That's it. Come on, drift round him. Okay, I lost a fair bit of speed there, but not a huge amount. Still got a lap to go after this, I think. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. It seems much easier to initiate a drift in this car than it did in that blue one I was driving. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Oh, I kept so much speed coming out of that drift and then ruined it by driving into a damn wall. Do 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 do. Oh, I should have just not drifted there, because I know I could do that bit without drifting. Oh, I really wish it would have some sort of predictability. You know, I'm driving along, doing a power slide, and then it seems at random to stop the power slide. Hang in there. Get out of my face. Come on. Okay. I've got to drift through this one because it's a tight corner, followed by a slightly less tight but still tight corner. Okay, no, I don't know what to do to maintain speed out of a power slide. I mean, all I can really do is try my best to not power slide, but then that happens. So I have to power slide. It's either lose speed or lose speed. Those are your options, apparently. I mean, I'm sure they're not. I'm sure you can actually... I'm sure there is a technique. Look, what the oh, man. I'm halfway through a power slide, and then it's just, boom, you're crashing into the wall because the game says so. I mean, nowhere does it tell you when a power slide is going to stop, but you can feel when it's going to stop. You get a general idea. Come on. Oh, okay, I'm fairly certain I was able to go around that corner flat out in this car earlier, but I guess not. The physics of this game appear to me, I'm sure they're not, but they appear to me to have no rules, to be completely random. Right, okay. That's 3 times failing this this damn course. I'm going back to the yellow car. It's got really good acceleration. I need to finish this race. I mean, this is just the first half hour of the game.
3, 2, 1, go!
That's a good start.
Wow, what a start!
Wasting no time changing gears. Just woo, 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 6th gear.
3 laps to go.
Look at that clown. He moved in my way and then moved back out of it, knowing I was going to try and dodge him. Oh, look at that. That was close. Power slide. Or just not. You know. Oh, I see. This car's got good acceleration, but that's because it needs it, because it's useless at drifting. I mean, look, that car in front of me that's slower, pulling away. Okay, flat out round this corner. And then power slide. Or not power slide, for some reason. Yeah, the physics on this game seem to be just completely random. I mean, sometimes all you got to do to do a power slide like that is just hit left and then go square X. That's all you got to do sometimes, but only like I'll try it now. Like there, it worked that time, but it didn't work before, and I have no idea how to. I have no idea how to come out of a drift with good speed. There doesn't seem to be a way. Man, just look at this game. It makes me feel old playing this game. Drift, and again, yeah! Ah, beautiful. I didn't lose I didn't lose 3/4 of my speed after that drift, so that's a success. I say, it's gone to night time. I mean, how's that, man? I believe it was 1995. I could be wrong, could be 1996, but let's just say 1995. Back in 1995, they had not dynamic lighting, not dynamic weather, dynamic day and night cycles, I guess. Come on, get out of my way, Chopper! This race must be possible to win. It must be. Get out of my way, slow coaches. Oh, okay, or I could just do that. Come on, get your speed up, going down the straight. Got a whole lap to gain 3 places. There doesn't seem to be any way to look back. Go around him, that's it, keep going. Oh, see, I sensed it was going to come out of the drift there. There wasn't much I could do about it, but I sensed it was coming. Yeah, L1 and R1 and L2 and R2 don't do anything, so there's no way to look behind you. Oh, I came out of that drift fairly well. If only I knew how to do it. What's it doing? Oh my god! I pressed right and then square X to do a drift, and unbelievably, it drifted left. I was pressing right. I mean, I challenge you to go back to the video and see me. You see me steer to the right. Ah, look, he's right there. Come on. It's all on this last corner. Come on, come out of it well. Yes! Come on! Come, yes!
Yeah! It's a new
Whew. Man, these old games are hard.
everything on camera, so you'll watch it later, huh? You're the greatest.
So you watch it later, huh? Yeah, best lap 131. So why is the top 448? It makes no sense. Fastest laps, yeah. That. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's 4 minutes 48 for the fastest lap. But the best lap is 131. Is that my lap? Or the enemy's lap? The enemy. I don't know. I don't care. It's an irrelevant feature. Okay, so win 1, win 2. I've got 10 minutes left. Can I win at these 2? Probably not. Okay, so it adds that whole section there. Oh, I'm all set. Let's go. I do like the fact there's no loading time though. It's probably because there's nothing to load. But it's pretty good. You hit go, then the screen goes black, and then you're there. This is just what I wanted to see. Okay, 3 laps. It is a bit. It's actually staggering the lack of content in this game. I mean, I was aware of such things back in the day, but obviously now, you know, with modern games, I mean, kids. This is going to make me sound old, but kids don't know how good they got it these days. You know, you see the kids playing something like Dying Light, and they're like, "Ah, it's rubbish, it's broken. Ah, it's like, look, this is wrong with it, and this is wrong with it." And I'm like, look at this game. This is what we had to put up with. Well, I say put up with. This is what we had. Oh, come on. I was going to continue that drift into a drift around this corner. Yeah, you know, we had games like this, and compare the games you're playing now to the games like this. Boom, take that. I mean, this was like, let's say it's 95, so I would have been 10 when this came out. So I'd already been playing games for like 5 years. You know, I'd been playing Sonic and other Mega Drive games. Uh-oh. I totally forgot for a second that I don't know where I'm going. Because this is the new section. It is unbelievable, though, that they give you 4 courses and you think, oh, that's bad. But then when you realise that all 4 of those courses are just the same course, it's just the easier difficulty you go, they make it a little bit shorter. And you think, so really, there's only 1 course. They just shorten it for the easier. Okay, I tried several times to drift. They just shorten it for the easier difficulties. Pretty sure this track's fairly iconic, though. I think this is the one you start off racing on Ridge Racer Type 4. but it might be a variant of it, I'm not sure. Because I remember that tunnel in the beginning. I don't recall this bit being a Ridge Racer Type 4 here, though. I don't know. I'll get round to that game eventually. Come on. Turn left. No, no. Turn right even. And then drift. Drift! Oh, I see. You're going to wait till I've hit a car and then hit a wall and then drift. Okay. I see how this game is trying to play things. See, to do that drift there, I did nothing different to the way I do other drifts. It's just, it's hit or miss whether or not this game does what you tell it to. That's the way it seems. Don't hit that car or hit that car. Okay, here we go. I'm going left. So up here, there's a sharp right-hander. Don't drift? Okay, fine. You know, it's not like I need to drift to get around these corners. Oh my god. I just cannot get the hang of these drifts. What the hell, man? It must have been all those years after this of playing Ridge Racer Type 4 and Outrun 2 especially. You can tell Outrun 2 was inspired by this, and likewise you can tell this was inspired by the original Outrun. Oh my god, this is just... it's awful! You try and tell the car to drift and it goes... let me think about it. I'm going to roll a dice and I'll come back to you. Okay, the final lap, and I've got half the field to go. And for half of this course, I'm going to hit the wall. Oh, well, 3 of the people I need to overtake are right here. Oh, okay. It didn't drift. I really wish there was consistency with the controls. You can try to drift once, but then if you try and drift again, it literally is hit or miss whether it works. You can do the exact same thing. Like that. I went right, square X, nothing. Right, square X, drift. And now here, look how long this drift's going for. I wanted it to stop a long time ago. And then earlier, like that, the drift stops before you want it to. Man, I remember enjoying the demo to this game, but I'll tell you what, the longer I play this, the more I actually dislike it, because... what the hell was that? Oh, I'm sorry, you weren't doing bad enough. I'm going to teleport a car in front of you so you can't avoid it. Keep drifting, keep drifting, keep drifting! Or just stop drifting and then make me have to turn around the long way. No. I enjoyed the demo of this 15 years ago. I do not like the full version. You can kind of let it off because, you know, it was Namco's... I don't know if it was their first racing game, but it was definitely one of their first PlayStation games, if not their first PlayStation game. And then they did go on to make some good Ridge Races. But Jesus Christ. It's just so weird, because I'm playing it now with the mindset of all the games I've played since. Obviously, back in the day when this came out, this was like revolutionary almost. Well, for a console, it definitely was revolutionary. So you can see why they invested in sequels, but playing it now, today, in 2015, I'm thinking, oh god. There's... I was supposed to change car. Oh well. There's just zero consistency with the controls. You want to drift? Well, you better try and hope that you get the right combination of button presses. Okay, this is going to be the last race then, because my half-hour heroics are almost up. Out of my way! Look at this. Perfect driving, getting past them without getting touched. Okay. Keep going! Oh man, if only there was some sort of logic behind any of this game. As soon as you start drifting, you are at the mercy of the game. It's almost like it's sentient. You're like, okay, I'm drifting. Right, the game... Like that! There was... Tell me why the car stopped drifting, just absolutely stopped. Halfway through the drift. It should have either carried on drifting that way, or... I'm going to restart. Or at the very least... kept on drifting and switched to the left-hand side and done like a left-hand drift. But it didn't do any of that. It just stopped drifting. I mean... I would understand it if when you're drifting you let go of the X button and then put your thumb back on the X button. Maybe that will stop the drift, but I didn't do that. I'm literally doing the same things for every drift, and I'm having wildly, I repeat, wildly different results. And that is why... I mean, so far, that's really the only problem with the game. I mean, the graphics look terrible, but you can't fault the game for that, because back in the day, they weren't terrible. The sound is reasonable. I mean, it does the job. The music, most of it's okay. There's that one weird happy hardcore drum and bass thing, which is just makes my ears bleed. The only thing that lets this game down is that! It's the control. And unfortunately, the control is a pretty big part of every game. If your game controls like ass, then I guess you could deduce that that game is ass. I don't know. I want to sit here and say this game's got potential and it could be something good, but I mean, that's obvious. They made many sequels, so they obviously got better with the formula. But I wouldn't recommend anyone that's feeling nostalgic. I wouldn't recommend this game. Because, I mean, look at this. It's literally impossible for me to win when the car. It's like it's down to a roll of a dice whether or not it'll do what I'm telling it to do, like that. I wish I knew why it would just stop drifting halfway through a drift. And then there's other times when you can't get it to stop drifting. You want to just straighten the car out and it's like, no, I'm going to keep drifting. Oh, 2 laps to go. I was tripping. I thought that was the last lap. Oh, get out of my way. Stop slowing me down. Okay, that's it. See, look, like that. Oh, come on. I did the drift to the right and then the drift to the left. And yet earlier, I tried the drift to the right. And then when I went to the left, it just went, no, I'm going to cancel the drift for no reason and cause you to crash. You've got to teach me! No, I'm not one genius of a driver. It is pure luck, because every drift I've done, I've executed it the exact same way. And it's not worked many times. Okay, that was my attempt at actually holding square and slowing down for a corner, because I knew that corner was mega sharp. Oh, what the hell happened there, man? Jesus. Well, it looks like I cannot win this race, and probably will never win the next one either, because... oh my god, the controls. In general, the controls are fine. It's just when you're drifting, which is, oh, I don't know, the most important part of this game. You know. Twice I tried to drift there. This game is not making me pleased that I've put it on. And that's the sign of a bad game. I mean, let's face it. I'm not saying the game's bad. But if a game makes you wish you weren't playing it, it's got to be a bad game, surely. As I say, everything's fine. It's just the drifting. It's just a shame the drifting is most of the game. Come on! Come on! That was... oh, come on! It was... that was such a smooth transition out of a drift that I didn't even know I'd... look! It did... that's the 3rd time it's done it! Go back and count! That's the 3rd time I've pressed... it boggles the mind how random the controls are! I pressed right and then went square X. That's how I've instigated... well, I've instigated every drift with either left square X or right square X. That time it was right square X, and the car went left square X. And that's the 3rd time it's done that. No. I'm doing it! Oh, well, I was doing quite well, and then my car just went, oh no, you're almost doing well, we better screw you up.
Hey, it's the last stretch. Keep going.
That... Really, you could just cut this... if you wanted to make a review out of this video, you could just take that one clip where I'm power sliding and then it stops and I crash into a wall, and you can just say that sums up the game. Oh, well, that's Ridge Racer then. That's my half an hour. My half an hour heroics are over. Game over, you might say. Overall, it's nice to have it in your collection. I can't recommend it, because it's just not fun anymore. Maybe you're an expert at the game, but, you know, for someone that is fairly decent at Ridge Racer, and they have an extremely unpleasant and difficult time playing the game, it's kind of a fail. Well, there we go. That's the end. Episode 1 of Game Shots. Thanks for joining me. If, you know, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Tell me of your memories of the game, or if you've never played it, tell me how you think it looks. You know, just interact with me. I'm always responding to comments. You can hit me up on Twitter. I don't often say hit me up. That was weird. It's at Harperlarp, so Harper, as in Harper, my surname. And then LARP, L-A-R-P. And no, it doesn't mean that I do LARPing, it was just... my friend called me Harperlarp like 10 years ago and it stuck, so... That's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you... Oh, by the way, yeah, I should probably mention, my videos are going to go... When are my videos going to go up? Let's decide. Okay, how about every Thursday at 8 PM GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, so... Type into Google, like if you're in the Pacific Standard Time or whatever, type 8 PM GMT and then search for the results. You'll be able to find out what the difference is. I think the East Coast is 5 hours behind us, and the West Coast of America, this is, and the West Coast is 8 hours behind, so I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll be uploading them at 8 PM every Thursday, so stay tuned, and thanks for watching.